Let's just talk about this here. So last night, I spent several hours just chatting with my boyfriend's mom. We're up in Maine visiting her right now. We were having our coffee after dinner and just chatting about life, relationships, telling me more about her sons, one of which I'm in a relationship with. And she said something to me about how her marriage, she was married for 55 years before her husband passed, how different her marriage was than her friends' marriages. And she said, "You know what I think the difference was? I constantly appreciated and praised my husband." She's like, when he would do something, I would say, "Thank you so much. I know you love me. I know you care about me." And she would do this all the time, so much so that her own sister was like, "Why do you do that? It's too much. Why are you praising him all the time? Why are you gushing over him?" And she said, I think it was in that praise and appreciation that he wanted to do more things for me. And I remember someone I had on the podcast years ago told me, what you appreciate appreciates. And I believe that rings true in a relationship. We're kind of like dogs, and dogs are my absolute favorite. But if you appreciate your dog, you tell them they're good, they just like wag their tail. They're so happy. And as humans, we're kind of the same way. And I was thinking about, the clients I work with, the friends I have, my own experiences in relationships, and how easy it is to get in a place of not wanting to appreciate. We get into this rut of thinking, they should just do these things. But it's in the appreciation that keeps that flame alive, where someone wants to continue to do things for you, to please you, to be kind to you, because it feels good. And it's this mutual back and forth you have between your partner. I gave this example to a client several months ago, but my boyfriend was out of town for Valentine's Day and didn't send me flowers or anything. And when he got back to Nashville, I just made a comment about it. I was like, "Oh, I didn't get flowers." And the next day he went to Costco and he came home with flowers. And as soon as I saw them, I was like, "Oh my gosh, these are beautiful. I'm so happy. Thank you so much." And I told my client, because she was having difficulty in her relationship, I was like, if he'd come home and I'd said, "Oh, look, 2 days late, not even Valentine's Day," do you think he ever would have bought me flowers again? No, he would have been like, "Oh, okay, fine." But instead, I was so excited, because I love getting flowers, to get them, that the next time he went to the grocery store, the next time he went to Costco, he came home with flowers. And it's something that's so simple, and I'm so glad that his mom reminded me of this last night, that, when we appreciate someone, when we truly celebrate the person we're in a relationship with, when we thank them even for the things that they should be doing, when we're thankful and we move through our relationship with gratitude, it expands. What you appreciate. So if you're stuck in a rut with your partner, if you're like, I can't stand this person, everything is just, I'm sick of them, I'm unhappy, we're fighting all the time, start appreciating something small. The tiniest thing. Leave a note and say, "Hey, thanks so much for unloading the dishwasher. Thanks so much for working hard to take care of us. Thanks so much for the way you interact with the kids." Whatever it is, or tell them, but start to appreciate things, because it does two things, and I'm convinced of this. One, the person receiving it feels good. We like to be appreciated. I love words. I love to be appreciated. But two, I think the other thing that it does is it makes us look for the good, and we start to train our own brain to find more of it. It's like a gratitude practice specifically for your relationship, because when you look for the good, you will find it. And if you're continuing to train your brain, and you're having to think and look for ways that you could appreciate the person you're with, your brain's going to start to filter for more of those. And it's going to change your heart. It's going to change how you approach them. So that's all I have for today. The Substack Live thing is kind of fun, so I might try to make it a more regular thing. But if you want more about relationships, I work with high conflict couples and people who are really struggling in their relationships, and I write and I podcast about this at Growth Over Easy, so I hope you'll join me over there. And if you ever have any questions, please send me a DM, or my email is super easy to find on all my articles. Send me an email. I check my inbox multiple times a day, so I would love to connect with you. I hope you have a beautiful day, And remember, what you appreciate appreciates.